Yo, what's up everybody, and to Talking Media, I'm finally back with another video. Today we're doing part 1 of what if Goku was born with angel potential. Obviously Goku being born with just angel potential in general is a what if that someone suggested to me a while back, which I was not gonna do at first since I just thought Goku would be way too OP, but I feel like we could somewhat balance this out if we put some restrictions on Goku's potential. So, hope you enjoy, let's get into it. So the video, or I guess what if, would start off like in the normal timeline since I don't really want to change the Dragon Ball series really at first. I mainly want to start changing it in Dragon Ball Z since that's where most people start watching Dragon Ball anyway, and plus it's gonna be a lot more exciting. So let's just jump into Dragon Ball Z, shall we? Obviously Raditz would come to planet Earth like in the normal timeline and he would kidnap Gohan. I don't think Gohan's gonna get any like angel DNA or whatever, so yeah, just a heads up. Obviously Goku would just get mad and follow Raditz, but obviously he would get beat up by Raditz. Eventually Piccolo would come and both of them would fight Raditz. But in this timeline, Raditz is way more careful, using his full power at first, so even with Goku and Piccolo's just combat attacks, they still can't win. With Goku's desperation, his hair would start to spike up, and his hair would start to have some glow into it. And with all Goku's might, he would punch a hole through Raditz, but then Goku would just fall to the ground, fatigued. Obviously, Piccolo would be shocked since if Goku had all that power, why didn't he use it in the first place? And why did he just fall to the ground? Piccolo wouldn't actually hurt Goku nor even touch Gohan in this timeline, since Goku's technically still alive, and technically no one saw Gohan's potential yet, so Piccolo isn't really intrigued about Gohan's power anyway. Goku would wake up and he would see just Piccolo just like meditating, and he would ask Piccolo what happened. Piccolo would say, "What do you mean, since you literally killed Raditz?" Goku would see a dead body in front of him and he would see Raditz. Then Goku asked, "How did I kill Raditz?" Piccolo would also explain that Goku's hair started to spike up and it had a kind of silverish type of aura and ki, and he just punched a hole through Raditz and then he just fell to the ground. Then Goku would ask why did he fall to the ground and if anything else happened. Piccolo would explain that obviously the scouter just started beeping and someone started talking from Raditz's scouter, and it said that 2 Saiyans are coming in 1 year, and they said they're even 10 times stronger than Raditz. Obviously, Goku would be shocked, since if they're even 10 times stronger than Raditz, they stand no chance. Piccolo does say that if Goku uses that whatever power he used, we might be able to stand a chance. But Goku says that he doesn't even know what he used, and he doesn't even remember even using it. So Goku Raditz would just start training. I meant Goku and Piccolo, but I don't know why I said Goku and Raditz for some reason. I think I did a somewhat wrong thing in the script, because I wrote Goku and Raditz for some reason, and should have been Goku and Piccolo, so my bad on that part. Anyway, so Goku and Piccolo would start training, I would say, just for a year before the Saiyans would arrive. Obviously, Goku wouldn't be able to tap into Ultra Instinct, since he just started training to unlock Ultra Instinct, he just doesn't know what it is. But with Goku's high potential, due to him having Angel's potential, Goku will get far stronger, and this is why. I'm gonna say that when Goku unlocked Ultra Instinct, his Angel kind of DNA is starting in, so Goku's potential is far higher. The more Goku taps into his power and the more he needs it, his potential will just grow higher and higher. And I would say an estimate of Goku's power would be at least 20,000. Again, people would be shocked, but let's just face the truth. We're talking about a Goku having an angel's potential. I feel like this is a massive lowball, in fact, but I don't want to make anything overkill since it's just the first part. All 3 Raditz would just still be dying as well, but obviously the one and only Vegeta and Nappa would arrive. Due to Goku training with Piccolo and Piccolo training with Goku, Piccolo would be far stronger just because he's training with a stronger Goku. I would say Piccolo's power level is around 5,000, which is a pretty good, in my opinion, pretty good amount if I must say so myself. Obviously, Piccolo and Nappa start fighting, with Goku and Vegeta start clashing. A lot of people might be saying, well, who wins against, like, Nappa, since Piccolo still has a 5,000 power level? Well, in my opinion, I just want to explain one thing. Technically, in the data books, it did say that obviously Nappa's power level was technically 4,000, but in the anime it was 8,000. So let me just tell you guys a misconception. Technically, Nappa's power level was actually 4,000, but at the end, Nappa's power just grew to 8,000. So that's why Nappa's power is stronger at the end of the fight with Goku, and that's why Goku had to use Kaioken in the normal timeline, for the people that are wondering. So at first, Piccolo would just have the upper hand, but Piccolo would obviously notice that he's losing ground. So Piccolo would just go serious, and he would start using his full power and using his special ability. Obviously, I can't spell the ability, but let's just call it the I-beam, shall we? Due to obviously Piccolo having multiple clones, he would be able to do it pretty easily, killing Nappa. But obviously Piccolo would fall to the ground due to being fatigued. Goku and Vegeta would start clashing with each other, with both of them being on almost equal parts. Obviously, Vegeta's power level is 18,000, while Goku's power level is 20,000. But the difference is, Vegeta obviously has the one and only Uzara form. But in this timeline, Goku does too, and this is why. Again, due to Goku having angel potential in DNA, I don't think Goku's tail would be removed, since I feel like it would be too attached into Goku's body, and him being an angel, I don't think someone like King Kai or basically anyone else on Earth would be able to remove the tail, so that's why. Obviously Goku would just go to the Ozar state like Vegeta, but even with Goku being stronger than Vegeta, Vegeta has basically full control. But then Goku would look into Vegeta's eyes and he would punch him in the face. Then Vegeta and Zara Saito would say, "How do you have full control of this power? Only full-blooded elite Saiyans should be able to have full control." Goku would explain that that's his first time even using this form, so he doesn't know either. Vegeta would actually get pretty mad, and he would start just punching and punching, while Goku just dodging all of his attacks even in the Ozora state. Eventually, Goku would just shoot a ki beam into Vegeta's tail, and then obviously Goku would shoot a beam to his tail as well to go to his base form. Both of them would drop to their base forms, and eventually Goku would punch Vegeta to the ground, asking him why shouldn't he kill him. Vegeta would just say, "Spare my life," and with Goku remembering that Vegeta didn't necessarily do anything bad, so he would let Vegeta go. But due to Piccolo still being slightly more evil, he wouldn't let Nappa go, and he would have just killed him. For the people that are wondering, you know what? If anyone wants a Nappa what if, comment down below, because I feel like it would actually be a pretty good idea. And yeah guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys found the second part of this video, just comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Yo, what's up everybody, it's me Talking Media, I'm finally back with another video. Today we're doing the second part of What If Goku Was Born with Angel Potential. Hope you guys enjoy, let's get into it, shall we? Obviously Goku would defeat Vegeta, with the one only Piccolo defeating Nappa and obviously killing him. But obviously Goku, with him being pure-hearted, he wouldn't actually kill Vegeta and he would let Vegeta go. And obviously Goku and Piccolo would go to planet Namek. And there isn't much of any changes right there, so let's just jump into the Namek saga, shall we? Goku and the one and only Piccolo would arrive, and obviously at first there isn't much to see, but Goku would send a very high power level of over 500,000, also it being Frieza. Goku would tell Piccolo that even with Goku and Piccolo combined, they can't even defeat him. So then Goku would ask Piccolo if he has any ideas, and then they find a village. And then Goku and Piccolo would explain that there's a monster on the planet that is even stronger than everyone here combined. Then Goku would ask if there's someone that could help them, and then they would tell him about the Namekian Guru, and he can also unlock potentials. Obviously the Namekians would take Goku and Piccolo there, just because they trust Goku and Piccolo since a Namekian is with Goku. And when they arrived there, also Guru would sense that Goku's pure-hearted, so he would unlock both Goku's and Piccolo's potential. Goku's power would burst, with everything getting destroyed, and even the planet itself shaking, and the power level being so high that even a god of destruction gets disturbed, and even people from other universes sensing this power. A lot of people might be wondering, why did everyone sense this power? Well, let me explain. We're talking about an angel's potential here. We aren't talking about someone's potential like Gohan or Goku or even Frieza's potential of hand. We're talking about a person which has someone's potential that's on an angel's level. So that's where everyone can sense his power. And then Goku's power will be so high that he can't even contain it, and he has to let out most of his power just to be able to move normally. Goku would tell Guru that his power is so high, and he asks why. Guru would explain this. Well, let me explain something to you, Saiyan. It just depends on your potential. If your potential is high, you get more power. If your potential is lower, you get less power. But this potential isn't normal, at least for a mortal. I feel like you're a higher being, but you're still technically a mortal, so I'm not sure. But you, son, you have a great power, so be responsible and save people and this universe. Obviously Goku wouldn't really get what Squid's trying to say, but he would just go so he could fight Frieza because he can sense the evil intent. Obviously Piccolo's potential would also be unlocked, but he wouldn't get nearly as any power close to Goku's. Then obviously Goku would arrive, and then he would punch Frieza to the ground. Frieza would start getting mad since he doesn't know what's happening, and he asks Goku why did he punch him. Goku would tell Frieza that he could sense the evil intent from Frieza and he's gonna kill him, with Frieza laughing, saying that there's no way Goku can kill him, so both of them shoot a ki blast and both of them would start clashing. Due to Goku's power level being so high and him getting hundreds of thousands of times stronger per hour, even Frieza can't keep up, with Frieza going to his third form and eventually using 50% of his power just to be able to match Goku's power. Eventually both blasts would cancel each other and both of them will start fighting. and clashing with each other. Obviously, Frieza started to have the upper hand due to Goku doesn't really know how to use his powers yet, and plus, even with the whole burst of power, Goku's still trying to see how he could use this power. Then, obviously, the one and only Piccolo would try to help Goku, but the gap of power is just way too high for even Piccolo, so he can't really help him. Goku would punch Frieza to the ground, and Goku would start shouting. Then his hair would go black, but there's silverish aura. Goku goes to autonomous Ultra Instinct. In pure desperation, Goku would punch Frieza to the ground, almost killing him. Frieza would shout, and then he would go to his full power, but even with that, Goku was too strong. Let me give you an example. Let's say Frieza's power level is a whopping 200 million. Goku's power level is tenfold, even higher. That's how much of a gap there is between Goku and Frieza. And it's like comparing someone in the Soul Saga to someone in the Saiyan Saga. It's like comparing Vegeta and the Sea Saga. And so, that's how much of a gap there is. Then Goku would tell Frieza to leave or he'll kill him, with Frieza being scared and leaving the planet. Goku would part on to his base from going to the ground, being knocked out from just the pure power in him using it. Obviously, the Namekians would save Goku due to him saving them. But then something happens. Goku starts coughing on blood, and his heart will start shaking. No one knows what's happening, but someone might. Whis would sense this, and he would even see this, and he clearly knows why it's happening. Then Whis would wake up Beerus, and he would tell him this: Beerus, I need to tell you something. I know you don't want to wake up, but it's kind of an emergency. Then he says, what is it? Do you remember when you were talking to the fish, telling him about the Super Saiyan God? Then obviously Beerus with a smile says, yes, I remember. Then he says this: well, there was a Saiyan with even a higher potential of power, but his body can't control the power, and if you don't help him, he will die, and your so-called Super Saiyan God will also die with him. So I would recommend we try and do something to save the Saiyan, so he could fight you someday and fulfill your wish. Then obviously, Beerus wanting to fight Goku, he would ask this: how can we do that? Whis would also say this: well, if we inject him with angel DNA, we should be able to save him. But there's only one person that would have that, and it's the Grand Priest. Then Beerus would say that maybe the Grand Priest wouldn't accept that, but then he says, I have an idea. He would go to the Grand Priest, telling him the situation, and telling him this: Grand Priest, Father, if you don't save the Saiyan, he might actually be an angel after all. I can sense angel aura from him. And maybe it's so slight, but I can still sense it. I don't know why he's born with angel powers, or even angel potential of that, but I think in time we'll find an answer. And I don't think Zeno would be pleased with someone being that strong just dying for no reason. Obviously, the Grand Priest would kind of understand the situation, and he would accept giving Whis angel DNA. Then Whis would teleport to Namek with Beerus, with Whis injecting Goku with angel DNA. Goku's power would rise again, and his body would start to bulk up, and Goku would open his eyes, then coughing up blood. Then he says what happened, with Whis explaining the situation about what happened. Then Goku would look to Whis and says, "Are you my brother?" And yeah guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want the third part of this video, just comment down below how you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Yo, what's up everybody, it's me Talking Media, and I'm finally back with another video. Today we're finally doing the part 3 of what if Goku had Whis' potential, or I guess an angel's potential. In the second part of the what if, we did explain that also Whis saved Goku since he was basically dying from using autonomous Ultra Instinct. After that, Goku would wake up asking Whis if he's his brother, and that's where we left off in the second part of this what if. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's just get started in part 3 of what if Goku had an angel's potential. Obviously, Goku would look into Whis' eyes and he would ask him this: "Are you my brother?" Whis would say this: "Why would you think that?" Goku would reply with, "We both have very similar ki, so that's why I'm having this thought, but we look so different, it makes no sense. And I'm pretty sure my only brother was Raditz, except if I had more brothers, but you're kind of like an alien somehow. You're not really like human, you know what I'm saying?" Whis says this: "Look, me and you are related, yes, and you are technically my brother, in a DNA way at least. But we don't have the same father. Well, technically. It's very kind of hard to explain since you shouldn't even have an angel's power, so it's pretty weird, even I don't know how to explain it. But let me tell you this, if you want to control your power, you'll have to train with me. Since using an angel's power, you can't even use it with this kind of body. Your body's just way too weak. If you use it one more time, even I can't save you. And dying from Ultra Instinct, you can't even be revived with the Dragon Balls, since it's just such a high power. You can't even go to hell, you just die. That's how terrifying Ultra Instinct is. So I wouldn't recommend you use it except if you train with me." Goku would also accept that offer, and he would go with Whis to start his training arc. I would say that Goku would start training, and he would train for a while, but he would tell Piccolo to go back to Earth, and if anything happens, let him contact Whis. Let's just say that Piccolo can just contact Whis, like, somehow. Doesn't matter. Also, Piccolo would go back, and there isn't much till the one and only Trunks arrives. Trunks would arrive, and he wouldn't even kill Mega Frieza since there isn't one in the first place. But I feel like Cold, or technically Frieza's father, will be able to track down planet Earth, and he would go inside the Earth, and then he would try to kill everyone, but Trunks would save the day. He would ask if there's someone called Frieza in here, and also Piccolo would say that Goku killed Frieza. Then Piccolo would say and ask Trunks if he wants to meet Goku, and Trunks says that that's the reason he's actually here, he wants to talk to Goku. Trunks would contact Whis, telling him that they need Goku like right now, so obviously Goku would just teleport to Trunks, asking him what does he want. Trunks would ask Goku if he killed Frieza, with Goku saying he did. Trunks would tell Goku the whole situation about the androids, and then Goku would say this: "Wait, so are these androids from this universe or from your universe?" Then Trunks says this: "Well, technically your androids are from this universe, so I guess it's in your universe?" Goku would say, "So if they have my DNA, does it mean they have my same power?" Then Trunks says this: "Well, Piccolo kind of like told me about your whole angel whatever power that is. I don't think like the androids can even use that. I mean, if your body couldn't use it, I don't think they could either. I'm pretty sure robots can't even use that type of technique. Maybe a normal person could, but luckily they're just androids, so no, they can't use it. Well, that's just a guess, but you never know. And then Goku would say thanks, and they would start training, but with Goku actually training with Whis this time, and with Piccolo obviously going back and forth, since he's kind of the main, protector other than Goku if Goku isn't there. And obviously Vegeta's one of the main protectors as well. Vegeta wouldn't train with Whis because he just doesn't see him training with Whis being useful, since Whis isn't really a good teacher for Vegeta, let's just say that. And I feel like Vegeta still has his ego, and he isn't as good as the normal timeline, so it wouldn't make sense for him to train with Whis at this type of what if. After Goku trains with Whis for 1 year, he would thank him for the whole training, and he would tell him that he'll need to go back to Earth to clean up some messes. Goku would arrive on planet Earth, and there's nothing there. But then there's a massive explosion, and obviously they would see this. Almost everyone in the Z Fighters are dead. Then they see a tall green man, and it's Cell. Goku would tell him, if you're an android, with Cell saying this, I am perfect Cell. If you're talking about the androids, I absorb them, and I have their power. Then obviously the one and only perfect Cell, he would use his full power. Then Goku would say, is that all you've got? Then Cell says, yes, that's all my power. What are you talking about? Goku would say that he's not impressed at all, and Goku in his beast form destroys Cell. A lot of people might be wondering, well, can Cell use Ultra Instinct? And my answer is no, and there's a pretty good reason. Even if Cell could access Ultra Instinct, which he can't, the same thing will happen to him as someone like Moro. I don't want to spoil anything in the manga, but the point is, if you don't train with Ultra Instinct, you can't use the technique. Even if you somehow steal the technique or you just get it, you can't use the technique without getting training to control the power. That's a simpler term to understand. So, point is, Cell can't use Ultra Instinct. And yes, maybe he has Goku's DNA, but he still can't use any angel abilities. Then Cell tries to absorb Goku, but Goku is way too fast and dodges the attack. Then Goku would blast an attack, killing the one and only perfect Cell. But then he would see Cell regenerating, saying that if that's all you've got. Goku would transform into Super Saiyan God, with everyone being shocked, but with Goku using a Kamehameha, he would easily kill Cell. And I feel like Goku would kind of spend later that day on Earth, and he would even stay for a couple of years. I don't think anything in the Buu saga matters, since Goku would just kill Buu, and if Buu somehow absorbed Goku, then the what if would just end. No one in the Z Fighters can really kill Buu, and Whis can't kill Buu either. And I don't think Beerus would even intervene, since he's probably sleeping, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't really effort in any mortal stuff. So that's why. So let's just say that Goku easily kills Buu and he doesn't get absorbed. What's next? Well, it's the Beerus saga. Beerus would tell Goku to come to his planet, and he would tell him that he needs to fight him since it's time. Goku would look into Whis' eyes, asking him why would Beerus want to fight him. Whis would say that obviously Beerus had a vision that Goku was gonna fight him, and he wanted to see a good challenge. Goku would say sure about the training, but if he asks us, he's gonna kill anyone but Goku. Then Whis says, no, Beerus is only interested in fighting you. Nothing more, nothing less. I feel like in this timeline, due to Beerus kind of knowing Goku for years, I don't think he would actually kill anyone, Neither Goku, neither planet Earth, so that's why. Both of them would start fighting and clashing with each other. I would say that Goku and Autonomous Ultra Instinct is basically almost equal to Beerus. Both of them would use their full power, trying to get the upper hand, but to no avail. Then Beerus would say that he's gonna end this, shooting a massive Hakai blast, with Goku shooting a Kamehameha. Then both attacks hit, and there's a massive explosion, and only white can be seen. And yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want a fourth part of this video, just comment down below. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Yo, what's up everybody, and it's me Talking Media. I'm finally back with another video. Today I'm finally doing the part 1, or I guess the part 4, my bad, of what if Goku had these potential / power. And the third part of this what if we did explain how Goku and the one and only Beerus were fighting and clashing, and both of them in the final end of the battle shooting a Kamehameha, and with Beerus shooting a massive Hakai blast, and only white would be seen. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's just jump into it. Goku would look, and he doesn't see anything. Then he would look behind him, seeing Whis, and only seeing a bubble. Goku would ask what happened, with Whis showing kind of a video of what actually happened. Goku and Beerus clashed with each other, but the whole universe was destroyed. But Whis says that he could rewind time for about a minute, so Goku will have to end this battle quickly, and he can't actually let it go in a massive key attack. Goku would ask how would he do that, and then would be saying that Goku will have to use Mastered Ultra Instinct to overpower Beerus, finishing the battle before they do a final blast. Goku would say that he hasn't really mastered the power either, but with Whis saying that Goku will be able to use it when he's pushed to his limit. Goku would say sure, and then he would finally go, and I'll see Whis do on time. And then the battle would begin, with both of them clashing with each other, and Beerus telling Goku that there's no chance of him winning, with Goku laughing and saying he will win. Then Goku would punch Beerus to the ground, but with Beerus using 100% of his power, he would start to overpower Goku more and more. If Goku doesn't want to use his full power, since he wants to try being pushed to use Master Ultra Instinct. Then Goku would say this: Beerus, to tell you the truth, I'm trying to hold back so I could use Master Ultra Instinct, but you're just not strong enough for me to be pushed to that level. Beerus getting mad, he would teleport something in here. And then it's Gohan. Then Gohan would be asleep, and Beerus would say this: if you don't transform to Master Ultra Instinct, I will kill your son, and then your whole planet. Goku getting mad, telling Beerus about his promise, but Beerus saying it was just a mere joke, and he was gonna destroy Earth anyway. Goku enraged, his hair was turning white, and then he would transform to Master Ultra Instinct. Then he will attack Beerus, and both of them would start clashing with each other. But then Beerus would jump to the ground, with Goku overpowering Beerus in every way, shape, or form. Then Beerus would punch Goku, with Goku easily dodging the attack and hugging Beerus, and then kicking it up in the air and shooting a Kamehameha. Also, Beerus would shoot a Hakai blast, with Goku remembering what happened. Goku would teleport from the Hakai, deforming it, and then punching a hole for Beerus. Goku would say, what did I do? I just killed Beerus. Goku would shout to Whis to rewind time, but Whis says this: I can't rewind time if you kill the God of Destruction. That's not how it works. I can't just rewind time whatever I want, Goku. Goku would say that they need to save Beerus, But if we're saying this, we don't necessarily have to, Goku would say why. Then we start saying that Goku can actually become a god of destruction if he wanted to replace Beerus. But if he declined that offer, then this whole planet would be in danger. But we should say this, if Goku wants to become a god, he'll need to fight the god of destructions to see if he's worthy. And right now, Goku's barely on Beerus' level. If he wants to be the strongest god, then he'll have to train more. Then Goku
about the time chamber, with Whis also accepting. Then Goku and Whis to train for 2 whole days, aka 2 years in the time chamber. When Goku escapes, everyone can sense his power, Gohan and everyone else. Then Goku would ask Whis if he's ready, with Whis saying he is. Whis would teleport to the Grand Priest explaining the whole situation of Beerus dying and Goku becoming the next god of destruction. Obviously, Whis would talk to Goku and he would tell him that he'll have to fight each god of destruction, and if he at least defeats the 6th one, he'll be able to become a god, but he'll have to fight all 12, and if he defeats all of them, then he'll get the title of Stronger God, and he might even have a shot at becoming an angel someday. With Goku laughing, since he technically is somewhat of an angel already. Goku would start fighting the first god of destruction, easily defeating them in the first couple of rounds. Then Goku would be in the 6th round, aka being Champa. Champa would shout at Goku since Goku also killed his brother, and even when Champa didn't really look like he liked his brother, he was still his brother. Champa tried to defeat Goku, but to no avail, with obviously Goku being far stronger than even Champa. Champa getting mad, he would try and kill Goku, even trying to break the rules, but to no avail, and Goku still defeated Champa. Then, when Goku was chosen as a winner, Champa would dare to stab Goku in the back, by Goku dodging and punching a hole through Champa. Then Champa would start bleeding, but with his angel healing him in time, and obviously saving him. The Grand Priest wouldn't do anything since Champa technically landed on the blow, so Goku was in the right. Then they get to the last round, the 12th round, aka fighting the clown. As everyone knows, the person that actually defeated Beerus was a clown. I forgot his name for some reason, but everyone knows him. He's the 11th universe god of destruction. Is he the strongest? No one knows for sure. All we actually know is he fought against Beerus in an arm wrestling battle, and he actually won. So that's why. Goku started fighting him, and he could notice that he's in a different league than Champa, and he's even stronger than Beerus. Both of them started clashing, with Goku noticing the gap of power. Goku would go to Ultra Instinct Saiyan, and then he would punch Aussie the clown in the stomach, then kick him to the ground. Then Goku shoot a Kamehameha with Aussie the clown shooting a big massive Hakai blast. Then, before the Hakai hits Goku, Goku would teleport behind Belmod, and then he would hit him to the ground, knocking him out cold, winning the battle. Then the Grand Priest would come, declaring Goku the new god of destruction. And that's basically peace. I don't think there's much I could cover right now, since everything I would cover, there isn't much again. Obviously Goku would fight Beerus, and obviously as I said, he would kill Beerus. Goku would obviously fight the one and only Broly, and he would defeat Broly and train Broly to control his whole power. And there isn't much of anything else. I mean, there is the whole Moro arc and the manga stuff, but I don't think I really want to cover much of it. And even in the Moro arc, Goku would still defeat Moro, I feel like, and it would just be more easy. And especially against the other fights, I don't want to cover them since the arcs aren't really finished. I want to just cover the whole anime series in general and just the manga. I hope everyone enjoyed this series, and I know this part was pretty short, but I kind of ran out of ideas mostly, since I wanted to make this what if only 3 parts, but I felt like in the part 2 I didn't want to rush things in part 3, and I felt like a part 4 would have been much better, even though it would have been shorter. Hope you guys enjoyed, and when the manga parts also are done in the manga, I could actually do a part 5 to this what if maybe. So you guys want to, just comment them down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you.